On behalf of Vishwa Samvad Education Foundation and NIMCJ, I, Akshika Chachawa, welcome you to a new episode of Achhi Khabar. India nears vaccination milestone. 50% adults at least got their first jab. The vaccination drive has seen progress as the pace of vaccination has picked up in recent weeks. India's overall population coverage is now on par with the global average. But data shows that there is still a long way to go if India wants to achieve its stated target of vaccinating its entire adult population of 940 million by the end of 2021. India needs to double its current vaccination pace and sustain it till December 31st to completely vaccinate all adults this year. India must administer 10 million doses a day. Now let's move on to the world of sports. World Junior Championship medalists felicitated. The Athletics Federation of India and Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur felicitated the athletes. The young Indian teams bagged 2 silver medals and a bronze in the World Junior Athletics Championships in Nairobi. Anurag Thakur assured the athletes that every effort would be made to provide the best possible support to help them excel in the international arena. Race walker Amit Khatri and long jumper Shaili Singh won the silver medal and the mixed relay team bagged the bronze. Bharat Sridhar makes India proud. Bharat, son of a lorry driver and a homemaker, helped India bag 400-meter mixed relay bronze at Junior Worlds. Bharat Sridhar, the 18-year-old from Villupuram in Tamil Nadu, was the first runner of 400-meter of mixed relay team which won bronze at the World Under-20 Championships in Nairobi. His journey began when a physical education teacher helped him in senior school. But this journey was not at all easy. His parents faced many financial crises. Before going in for the championship, Bharat tested positive for COVID-19 and gave up training for a while. When he returned to the track, he found it difficult to breathe after a light exercise. He could not qualify for the individual 400-meter event at the Junior World Championship. Also, he then had an ankle injury due to which the problems were doubled. However, his coach managed a strategy and it worked well. Now let's take a look at the cinemas. Kangana Ranaut's Thalaivi to have a theatrical release on September 10. Thalaivi is a biographical drama based on the life of actor and former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha. The multilingual film featuring Kangana Ranaut in the lead was earlier scheduled to release in April but was pushed due to the pandemic. Zee Studios posted the film's poster along with its new release date on its official Instagram page. Apart from Thalaivi, Ranaut will also be seen in action films Dhakad and Tejas. As schools reopen, government vows 2 crore extra vaccine doses for staff. As many states gear up to open physical schools, more than 2 crore additional doses of COVID vaccine will be made available to them this month, the centre said, urging states to vaccinate all school teachers on priority before Teachers' Day on September 5. Mansukh Mandavia, the health minister, informed the same in a tweet. States and union territories may use UDISE, that is Unified District Information System of Education's data, and coordinate with state education departments, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Navodaya Vidyalaya Sangathan, etc., providing necessary fillip to this vaccinating program. This assumes significance as schools have been closed for almost 18 months now since March last year. This has raised concerns about cognitive as well as the physical growth of children. Now I would like to conclude my session and call Jay Jani to continue further with the news.
Thank you, Akshika. Let's continue the session. Youth boxer Vanshaj put up a powerful performance against Afridi Abul Faisal of Iran to storm into the final of the ongoing Asian Youth and Junior Championship in Dubai on Wednesday. First Indian to enter the ring on the day, the Haryana boxer displayed controlled aggression in the opening round, getting used to his opponent and fetching enough points with his explosive combination punches. Vanshaj's approach was more or less the same in the second round. Sensing that he had the upper hand, he was patient in went for explosive punches whenever the opportunity arose. Faridi, who also had an southpost stance, was clearly rattled by those powerful strikes, trying to evade him in by using the ring space and delivering occasional counter punches. In the next match, the another Indian in the form of Daksh Singh, 67 kg, was in action, replicate Vanshaj, losing against Samandar of Uzbekistan to settle for bronze. Moving on to the next news, India evacuates passportless infant from Afghanistan, paperwork done in Delhi. Less than 4 months old, Iknur Singh could hardly know the turmoil his parents were caught in as the Taliban took charge of Kabul. The infant had no passport, and with just a birth certificate in hand, the parents reached out to the Indian authorities, who brought them out of Afghanistan as a special case in the ongoing evacuation operation. Those from the Afghan Sikh community coordinating and supporting families shared that Iknur's paperwork for travel happened in transit and the child was allowed to enter India and his parents with formalities completed at the Hindon Air Base in Ghaziabad, where officials of the Foreign Regional Registration Office were camped. The child's father, Karpal Singh, his wife and the 3 children were part of the group of evacuees that arrived on Sunday on board a C-17 military aircraft. Now let's take a news from economic sector. Second round of loan melas to return in October. State-run banks will conduct the second round of so-called loan melas to boost credit flow to rental borrowings and small business during the festive season, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said on Wednesday, as the government seeks to lift weak private consumption and economic growth. Sitharaman first nudged lenders to reach out to customers and signal their willingness to lend during the festive season in September 2019. That year, the loan melas were conducted in October across 250 districts to make a credit easily available during the festive season. The program was a part of measure to boost demand amid concerns about tepid economic growth. The finance minister said she asked banks to look into the credit requirements of sunrise sectors. She also said fintech is an area where banks have done quite a lot of work and it is a sector that requires a lot of assistance. That part, she said, banks were requested to come up with specific plans for the northeastern states. There is a matter of concern the banks have recognized in eastern states such as Odisha, Bihar, Jharkhand and somewhat even West Bengal, where current and savings account deposits are piling up. Banks should now give the facility to greater credit expansion, said Sitharaman. Collectively, public sector banks have all done well, she added. Meanwhile, the government has decided to remove the cap of 29,284 for PSU bank family pension and has put a uniform limit of 30% of the salary drawn. Next news is from entertainment. Soha and Kunal to co-author children's book. They have shared space in real life as actors and in real life as parents. Now Soha Ali Khan and Kunal Kemu are soon going to share credits as authors. The couple is compiling a series of children's books titled Ini and Bobo, the character of the protagonist. Ini is based on their 3-year-old daughter Inaya, whose love for stories inspired the two to explore a young child's love for animals, especially puppies, in the upcoming book. So are there plans to write more books? Maybe, says Kunal Kamu, revealing how he is close to animals and works for the cause of strays. As a kid, I was scared of dogs and never thought I would want one. But as I grew up, my fondness for them really grew. Masti is the first pet I have. She is more like my daughter to me. He shares on the occasion of International Dog Day. He urges people to adopt strays. We have also adopted and fostered strays in the past. Even now, we have them in Delhi. It's an emotional experience to see an injured and orphaned animal. I am glad to be in the position where I can help. With this news, let's wrap up the session of Achhi Khabar. Stay connected with us on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube.